Greetings, everyone. This is Instructor Mustafa coming from Medjay International Services located right here in the District of Columbia. Today I have another security tip for you. And that's a tip, but it's also a better understanding of what to do when you are encountered by multiple attackers. What to do when you have encountered multiple attackers. Now, most of the people that I'm talking to, a lot of people I'm talking to are wearing carriers and concealed carriers. Now, you have a lot of carjacking and you have like this jugging thing that's going on. People, these miscreants and these other people following you from the ATM, from the bank and stuff, following you in different places or catch you at a stop sign or a gas station and try to take you off. My thing is that if you are ever encountered by 3 or 4, because when these young guys, they always come in a team. They always come in 3 to 4. 3 or 4. That's it. They got the driver, you got the passenger in the front, you got 2 passengers in the back. And when they come out, they all come out in each door except the driver. But the driver may come out, but he or she may try to stay in because they own like a time thing. They're trying to get in like 30 seconds or whatever it is. They're trying to get in and get out. So if you ever encounter this and you've identified, because you deploy situational awareness, which is I think one of my most important classes, is understanding your surroundings, understanding who is in your orbit, who is in your sphere, who is in around you, who's on your right, who's on your left, who's behind you, who's in front of you, who's above you, and who's below you. You need to know these things either while driving, while walking, while on a scooter, while on a bike, whatever it is. You need to be aware of your surroundings because you need to know who's coming. And you need to feel that energy that's coming toward you. I've done this all my life. Like I said, I'm in the life-saving business, and I've been doing this for quite a while. And one of the most important things that I really deploy is my feelings, my energy, what's coming at me. What type of energy? Is it good? Is it bad? How many? Where is it? Is it close? Is it far? What's going on? This way I'm preparing myself that there's a threat coming, possibly, but I have to ready myself. So when you're driving or when you're walking and you don't notice this car that's been trailing you, you don't know this car that these people they were across the street, but now they didn't make a U-turn. Now they come in your direction. Or you coming out your apartment building, you're coming out your home and you go into your vehicle, but there's a car coming and they pull up and they shoot you. Or they pull out and they rush you. And that's another one of my classes called The Rush, understanding the distance of the threat. You can't let people get up on you. You can't let people and stuff be driving by without you saying, let me try to get under the cover. Not under the cover, but taking cover. Because you have to look in your surroundings and see where you are. And if something happens like that, do you have cover? Now, if you do have cover, there's some different scenarios. If you do have cover, are you in the front where the engine block is, or are you in the back? Where are you? The most safest place is by the engine block, but if you can't get to it, now at least you have some sort of cover. Or there's a big tree right there, or there's a brick wall. But what I'm saying is you need to take cover. Then here comes the most important thing. Once you identify the threat and once you identify that they have firearms, they have guns, now strategically, who are you going to take out first? Now that depends on where you located. But you understand when they come at you, they're going to stop the car. The passenger side on the front, he's going to come out and he's going to try to come right at you. The person in the back passenger, he's going to try to come right at you. So they're going to open doors and they're coming at you. The person on the other side, the passenger in the rear, he's going to come around the trunk of the car. And the other driver, if he does get out, he'll come around the front of the car. So they all coming at you right here. So what's your cover? Who do you shoot? How many times do you shoot them? Because it's 4. And they have guns too. And they want to use their guns. So situationally, where are you with your cover? Or if you don't have cover, but you've recognized the threat, Now you have to get off the center line. You have to move. But upon moving, who did you shoot? How many times did you shoot him? Normally, you would shoot that person till that threat is down. But you got 4 people. And you know it may be a close proximity. So now you have to judge this proximity and stuff that you in. This is maybe 12, it may be 15, maybe 20, shit, it may be 5. You know, but you've done your situation awareness so you know what's going on. So you're prepared to go to that spot. Now you got to take them out. So how many you going to shoot? Shoot them twice. So you get the the passenger in the front and the passenger in the rear. They're coming at you. So you take the shot, pop, 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 pop. Get them twice, and you can't miss. Because remember, they're 4. Now, hoping, once you take these 2 down, hopefully them other 2, and like they normally do, they start running. They start running, they start hollering, they trying to get out of there because they seen the boys and stuff just got taken down. So psychologically, they're trying to go because they weren't really trying to get into a gunfight in the beginning. They were trying to take your car or take your belongings. But as a concealed carrier and as a wearing carrier, you're prepared to deal with threat. Now you've paid attention. Now you understand. Now your duty to Maryland, DC, whatever is to retreat, but your duty is to find a safe place, get behind some cover, and return fire. Because once you see gun and stuff, you good to go. And once you see these guys coming out of a car dressed in black, the first thing you're looking for, you should see them anyway coming on you. But if you don't now, you may be in the car. You may be in the car now. You may be in the truck now. Now they came up on you. They didn't rush. They didn't stop on you. Now they coming at you. But they got to stop first. But if you see them now, what do? Take off. If you can take off, take off. If you're just getting in your car, now you got to hunker down and stuff. Now you got to prepare for war. Now you got to have gunfighting in the car. So it's the same scenario. If it's gunfighting in the car, they're going to come the same way. They're going to come the same way. The passenger side and the passenger person in the front is going to get out and come to you. Guns out. Now, depending upon what's going on, if they're not trying to rob you, if they're trying to shoot you, they're going to shoot from the car. So again, now you got to understand who's coming on you, and now you prepared to deal with what's going on. You know, have you practiced getting out the other side of your car? You know, before the threat comes. Because once you're in the car, then it's dangerous in that little box. You're in a box, a steel box, cage box. Can't move. Can't move. You may be strapped in. You can't go this way because here's the door, there's the threat. Now you got to go over the gear shift over here to try to get out. Whatever it is, you kind of like you're trapped. You don't want to be in that situation. That's why you have to deploy situational awareness and get up out of there. Look and see at every car on the street. You come out your apartment building, you come out your home, just don't go to your home. Even if you have a driveway or a garage, you need to see who's on the block. Look at your cameras. Look at your CCTV. You look at your ring. Scan that ring and see what's going on, especially if you live in a certain situation. Or if you're in a situation, or it really doesn't matter anymore because crime is everywhere. People always talk about, well, I know my neighborhood is this and my neighborhood is good. This never happens here. And it happens everywhere. And if it hasn't happened, it's about to happen or it's going to happen. Understand where you are. Understand that, remember, once you encounter them in DC, Maryland, you can only have 20 shots. 10 in your mag, 10 on your hip. So if they're shooting at you and you're shooting back at them, you got to make every bullet count. So that means, again, you got to be calm. So situation awareness, that help you get yourself together. Now you going through the phase where you alert now. You're prepared and stuff because you identified the threat. Now you're prepared for the threat. Now you know what to do. Now you're ready to do what you're supposed to do, hopefully. Because a lot of people, they go into that 5th stage of situational awareness is the freeze state. They be like, and then they get shot because they're so scared that they can't move. They can't think. They want to run. They want to get to their firearm, but they're so scared. Can't be that way. And it's too many people have died. Too many people have become victims. Too many people have gotten shot. Too many people have gotten snatched. Too many people have gotten robbed because they freeze. They just. Prepare yourself. Prepare your mind. Get yourself right up here first. Prepare to do battle by deploying situation awareness. So back to the point. The point is, if there are multiple attackers, how many shots do you take per attacker? That's the query for today. How many shots do you take per attacker? And understand, they always come in fours now. It used to be 3, now it's 4. It's 2 in the front, 2 in the back. Everybody got a gun. It used to be a time where 1 or 2 people had a gun and the other ones in the back had knives, or they were just coming to break the glass or do whatever. Now everybody has a gun now. Everybody has a gun. So now you, again, multiple attackers with multiple firearms. And it's just you and you got 20 shots. So how many shots will it take to stop these? And look, you can't just shoot one person 5-6 times. Again, you gotta hit the first 2 that come out the doors have to be fatal shots. Has to be fatal shots. So in your mind, in your practice, in the vehicle, alone, by yourself, you just practicing wherever your firearm is. If it's on, if it's at 3 o'clock, if it's in appendage style, have you practices getting out of here, getting to that door, turning your body, putting your foot up against that door, pressing back, and hitting here, ready to take your shots. Here, now, if he's coming right here, you still got to hear, and you can't take the gun and come back here because he's coming here. So you got to shoot him twice, and he's going to try to come through the back. That's where he's coming, because that's where his door is. So you got to get a shot off there. And hopefully, like I say, once you hit these 2, and it got to be fast, because by the time they stop, it's like 3 seconds, 3.5, 4 seconds, maybe less. Because as soon as they come up on you, they stop. I would say about 3 seconds. Because for them to stop, because the gun is in their hand. Their hand is on the door, ready to open the door. As soon as they stop, they pull out, they open the door. So by the time they get to you, so maybe like 2.5 seconds, maybe 3 seconds. That's not a lot of time. That's not a lot of time. You have to make sure that you're aware of what's going on. You can't be so bogged down with other things that you don't notice what's going on in your surroundings, because too many things are happening for you to do that. This is empirical evidence and stuff every day when you see it on the news, when you see it in the community, when you talk to people you know that have been carjacked, that have been robbed. That's empirical evidence. So you should say, well, I need to do this and do that before. So I need to take this this situation awareness class from Instructor Mustafa. Then I need to take this concealed carry class, or this wear and carry, these certification classes and trainings from Instructor Mustafa, so I can get ready. Then you want to come back and take other classes like gunfighting in the car, understanding the distance of the threat, the rush. You have to understand, you have to gauge distance. You have to gauge these things and see how much time you have. Because if they don't have a gun, now you can't use your gun. Now, what other tools do you have? Do you have your ball? Do you have a pepper gel? Can you fight? Can you run? What can you do? You have your knife. What do you have? You know, everything is not about the firearm. But damn it, when it's about the firearm, be ready to take care of business. And like, again, you can't miss. You can't be missing. So that's why you have to have your breathing together. You have to calm yourself down in the threat because you in it. So deal with that shit. Be ready. My thing is always stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And that's mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. Because all that stuff encompasses when you are in the shit. Everything is just popping. Everything all at one time. But you have to bring your heart rate down. Clear your mind. See everything that you're supposed to see. Cover everything. You know there and there you cover. But you know right here, in this area right here, from 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock, that's my threat. And as soon as they open up doors, I see the firearm, I'm shooting. I can't wait to get shot. And I'm not about having nobody point no firearm at me. I'm not about that at all. I don't live that kind of life. So understanding that, you have to stay ready, because there are people out here that's trying to take what's yours, and they trying to take your soul and take your body and send it somewhere else. So look, think about this thing, practice it. How many shots did it take to take these people down? 1 shot, 2 shots, 3 shots. But remember, it has to be bang, 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 because they're coming at you. So again, like I just said, stay ready so you don't have to get ready.